Hello friends, my name is Shubhodip Das. I was teaching you quadratic equations with one variable from the book Ganit Prakash of class 10, West Bengal Board of Secondary Education. We have completed chapter 1.2. Let us work out 1.2 in our previous video. Today we are going to start 1.3. Let us work out 1.3, but before that we are going to practice some questions from examples that are given before the chapter 1.3. Okay, let us see a question. So application 16, though it is solved in our book, but still let us try to understand this question and solve this question. The question says, my maternal uncle traveled 84 kilometers by cycle and observed that he would be cycling with the speed of 5 kilometers per hour more. So if he would be cycling with the speed of 5 kilometers per hour more, then the time taken to complete the journey is reduced by 5 hours. Let me calculate and write the speed of my maternal uncle's journey in kilometer per hour. The speed of the cycle be x kilometer per hour. The distance is 84 kilometers. Therefore, the speed is, we know speed equal to distance by the time taken, the time taken is 84 by x. We know distance covered is equal to speed into time. So the time should be distance by speed. Okay, 84 by x hour. Now the question says, if his speed is 5 kilometers per hour more, he takes 5 hours less time. If his speed is 5 kilometers per hour more, he takes 5 hours less time. Okay, so in this case the time taken should be, therefore the time taken is equal to distance by speed. Now the speed is 5 kilometers per hour more than the previous speed, so it is this. So this is the time taken after increasing the speed, and this is the time taken with the actual speed, and the difference between these two times is 5 hours. So therefore we can write the difference between these two times is 5 hours. So now we have to solve this equation for x. So if we take the denominator to the right side, it gets multiplied to 5. Now if we take 420 to the right side, we get now if we divide both sides of the equation by 5, we get now if we break the middle term, how to break it? We have to multiply 84 to 1. So 84 into 1, 84. Now if we prime factorize 84, now if we put some of the factors in box 1 and some of the factors in box 2, we should get 5 by either adding or subtracting those numbers. So let us put 3 into 2 into 2 in the first box, and let us put 7 to the second box. So it becomes 12 minus 7. Okay, so 12 minus 7 is 5. So we can break 5 as 12 minus 7. Therefore either x plus 12 equal to 0, so x equal to minus 12, or x minus 7 equal to 0, so x equal to 7. So these are the two values of x, but we know speed cannot be negative, so we should take 7. Therefore the speed is the speed of the cycle, obviously the speed is 7 km per hour. So I hope this question is clear to you. There is no problem in understanding it. Now let us proceed to our next question. Now friends, let us look at question number 17, application 17. It says, my friend Ajoy has written a 2-digit number in his copy, of which the tens digit, the digit in tens place is less by 4 than the unit digit. If the product of the two digits is subtracted from the number, the result is equal to the square of the difference of the two digits of that number. By calculation, let us try to write the number which Ajoy can write in his copy. Okay. So let us write the number. It looks like this is ones place, this is tens place. The number looks like this. The digit in ones place is x, so the digit in tens place will be x minus 4. This should be 4 less than the digit in units place. So the number looks like this. Now if we expand the number, we get the value of that number. If we expand this number, we get the value of this number. So therefore the number is x minus 4 into 10. This is the place value of this digit, plus x. This is the place value of this digit. So this is the value of the number. This is how the number looks like, and this is the value of that number. So when we talk about that number, we should consider this value. This is the number actually. Now the second part of the question says, if we subtract the product of the digits, that means this from the given number, we get the difference of we get the square of the difference of those digits. This is what the question says. Now we should simplify it to get the values of x, or 10x minus 40 plus x minus x square plus 4x, and minus x and plus x can be cancelled and this becomes plus 4. So 4 square is 16. So this is what we get, or minus x squared plus 15x minus, if we take 16 to the left side, it becomes minus 16, so it is minus 56. Now if we multiply both sides of the equation by minus 1, if we break the middle term as 8 plus 7x therefore either one more step should be written, x minus 8 common, so we are left with x minus 7, 0. So either x minus 8 equal to 0, so x should be 8, or x minus 7 equal to 0, so x should be 7. So these are the values of x. So when we take x equal to 8, the number is 48, and when x equal to 7, the number is 37. So these are two possible numbers. I hope this question is clear to you and the solution is not very tough. Now let us proceed to our next example. Let us now discuss application 19. It says, in the annual sport competition of Andul school, the students stood in a vacuum square. That means there is a vacant position, okay, which is a square. The student stood in a vacuum square with a depth of 6. Okay. Consequently, the number of students in front line would be lesser by 24. If the students were stood in a solid square, by calculating let us write the number of students. Let us draw it. Let us assume this is a vacuum square. That means there is a vacuum, there is a vacant position within the bigger square. Let us assume there are x students in one row and there are x students in one column. X number of students in one row, x number of students in one column, and the depth is 6 students. That means this depth 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, so there are 6 students. Okay, so there are 6 students. The depth is 6. So what is the length of this side? We can easily tell it by subtracting 6 2 times from x. 6 students from this side and 6 students from this side should be subtracted. So total 12 number of students should be subtracted from x. So we are getting the length of this side. So this is x minus 12. As it is a square, this side is also x minus 12. So this is our question. Okay. The front row contains x number of students and one column contains x number of students, and the vacant position is of length x minus 12. So the question says if the students were stood in a solid square, the number of students in the front row would be lesser by 24. That means when the students stand in a solid square. Okay, so this is a solid square. Okay, there is no vacuum. Students are standing like this. Okay, there is no vacant position, vacant space. So if the students were standing in a solid square, the number of students in the front line would be 24 less than before. Therefore, according to the question, the area of this part the shaded portion should be equal to the area of this part. This is our question says. Therefore, this shaded area should be equal to the area of bigger square, that is x square, minus the area of smaller square, that is x minus 12 square. The area of bigger square, that means the whole area, minus the area of smaller square, that means this area. When we subtract this area from the whole area, we are getting the shaded portion. So the area of the shaded portion should be this, which is equal to the area of this solid square, that is x minus 24 square. This is our given question. The area of the shaded portion in the first figure should be equal to the area of the shaded portion of the second figure. Now, if we simplify it, we get now if we cancel 2x square plus x square minus x square, then we are having this. Now if we take these two numbers to the right side, we are getting (576 plus 144), which is now if we break the middle term, we get now if we take x minus 60 common, therefore either x minus 60 equal to 0, so x equal to 60, or x minus 12 equal to 0, x equal to 12. So these are the two values of x. Now x cannot be 12, x should be greater than 12. So we will take this value, that is x should be 60. So the number of students in our first row should be 60. Therefore, the required number of students, okay, therefore the number of students equal to 60 square, okay, from this part, okay, it is 60 square, that is x square minus x minus 12 square, 48 square. So it is a plus b into a minus b, that is 60 plus 48 into 60 minus 48. So it is 108 into 12. So it is 1296. This is our real number of students. I hope this question is clear to all of you. Now let us proceed to our exercise 1.3. The first question of 1.3 says the difference of two positive whole numbers is 3 and the sum of their squares is 117. By calculating, let us write the two numbers. Let the numbers be x and x minus 3. And the sum of their squares is 117. It is 117. So we will have to find the value of x. Now if we divide both sides of the equation by 2, so let us break 3 as so these are two values of x. So we cannot take x equal to minus 6 as whole number cannot be negative. So the value of x should be 9. So the numbers are 9 and 6. Now let us proceed to our next question, that is question number 2. It says the base of a triangle is 18 meter more than 2 times of its height. The base of a triangle is 18 meter more than 2 times of its height. If the area of the triangle is 360 square meter, then let us determine the height of it. So let us assume this is a right angle triangle whose height is x. So according to the question, the base should be 18 more than 2 times its height, and the area is half into base into height, which is equal to 360 square meter. Now if we solve it, So we can break the middle term 9 as so x equal to 15 should be the correct answer. This is the height. Okay, thank you friends for watching my video. If you have any question or any suggestion, you can put your comment below. I hope you understand all these questions and their solutions. We shall come with another video, and we are going to solve rest of the questions of this chapter. Thank you friends.